Hello everyone, or welcome back. Part 9 probably. Oh god. Excuse me. Alright. Oi, omae. It's obviously just calling us and then our name. Majuto ni tsuita ya. So at Majuto or at Great Beast Island. Tsuku is to arrive, or it can, no, basically it is, tsuku. So this is obviously past tense, tsuita, and then you're just adding a bit of, conviction, or what is, force, basically. Hayaku agatte ki na. So again, this kind of verb stem with na at the end for a request. Hayaku agatte ki na. So quickly, and that's a direction thing, I guess. Quickly kind of come up, rise, come. That sort of thing. Later, dude. Oh, what's that about? What's going on? Damn it. Sorry, guys. Oi, omae, kochi da yo. So just again calling us, omae, and then kochi, meaning this way. Kochi da yo, this way again, but with da yo at the end. Doesn't really change the meaning. Cool. Nico to nani o yatte tandai? So to here acting as with Nico. Nani o yatte tandai? So this is yatte ita, ideally, which is obviously the past tense of iru with yatte. Yatte iru would be what are you doing? Yatte ita is like what were you doing? Well, nani is what, so you need that. But yeah, nani o yatte tanda, what were you doing? And then dai, with un and dai, I guess just kind of adding, inquisition. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Alright, masaka, like surely not, certainly not. Otakara gake? Gakete? Kakete, maybe kakete. Basically, this kanji is read as the verb with this kanji is read as kakeru, meaning kind of to gamble. I guess it sort of literally means to sort of put something on the line, to be won, kind of thing. So it's basically to gamble. But I wonder if it's changing to gut if the cut is taken a dakuten because of takara before it. I might have a look, actually. I doubt it will be in my dictionary, but nah, never mind. Okay, read it how you want. Otakara kakete game toka shite asonde tanja. What is that? I can't deal with this. So otakara is treasure. Kakeru, as I said, is to gamble. So kind of, a treasure gambling game? No, I don't think so. Were you gambling treasure? And then game toka. So game etc. I believe. Or game, or something along those lines perhaps is toka. Shite. So were you doing that and kind of playing? Were you playing by doing a treasure gambling game kind of thing? And then jar, I don't know what jar's doing. Asondetanja. Asondetanja. Unless it's like janai at the end, but she's not saying it. I don't think so. I guess it's just a possible sentence ender that we shouldn't worry too much about. Maia. So again, this kind of phrase of like, well, kind of, that's fine, but ya kind of dismisses the whole thing a little bit. You know, as a whole, it's kind of like whatever. Well, whatever. Well, who cares, kind of thing. Sore yori hora. So than that, look, basically, is hora. Are ga uwasa no majuto-sa. Sorry, majuto-sa. So are ga, I feel is saying like that thing over there. That is Great Beast Island of the rumours, kind of thing, or the rumoured Great Beast Island is how I'm going to translate that, obviously. But this ga kind of acts as, it's like an identifier. That over there is Great Beast Island of the rumours. Rather than, yeah, never mind. I won't get too deep into that. Ga is an identifying particle a lot of the time, quite often. There's that bird. Again, we've got nan demo. I need to ask about that. Nan demo mukashi wa kono atari de watashi tachi to hari atte ita chinkena kaizoku no kakure jima datta rashii kedo. What? Okay, I'm going to read it as Kakure-jima, but I don't know what it should be. Nandemo mukashi wa. Again, I wonder if Nandemo is just acting as kind of regardless in this case. Like, however it is now, whatever the case now. Mukashi just meaning long ago, you know, regarding long ago. He keeps falling asleep. Does he? Is that what he's doing? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, anyway. Kono atari de. So at this kind of area, basically, is atari, I think. Oh yeah, he keeps yawning, right? Must be falling asleep. Watashi tachi to. So with us. Hari atteita. Hari ao. I'll look that up. Oh, to rival. Or to compete with. Okay, hari atteita. So were competing. Chinkena kaizoku. So sort of pathetic or lame pirates. Or maybe small time, I guess. Small time pirates. Not Kakure-jima, I guess it was their place, their hiding island, their place of respite, or, you know, their headquarters, their place of, you know, hiding away from trouble or danger, maybe. It's where they set up base, maybe. That, just sort of the past tense declarative, so it was that. And then lashi, meaning, you know, apparently, or unconfirmed. You know, unconfirmed. She's heard but not confirmed this information. So dashi, apparently. And then kedo, meaning but or though. Ima ja miru kara ni. I don't know what's going on here. Bussou na basho ni nachimatteru ne. Ima dewa. Ima dewa. Ja, I may not have mentioned this yet, but ja is basically a combination of de and wa. Ima ja, ima dewa. Miru kara ni. I've got to ask about that. I don't know what that means. Ima ja miru kara ni. So, you know, look at this point in time. If you look at it now, I guess is kind of the vibe. Busso means basically dangerous, and that's obviously a nut adjective because it's got nut there. Busso na basho, so a dangerous place. Ni, to a dangerous place. nachimatteru. I guess it just exists. We've got iru, but again without the e. So it exists having changed into a dangerous place. And then we got ne at the end, just, you know, that rhetorical kind of confirmation seeking thing again. And I wonder if nachimatteru, I wonder if that's kind of a, like natchao, meaning to have undesirably changed into a dangerous place, but I'm not sure. Okay. Hora. So meaning like basically look. Mite goran. I don't know why she's saying goran, but she is. But that's basically mite miru. Mite. Meaning to try looking. So yeah, mite goran. But for some reason she's saying goran, which is kind of the keigo-y polite way of doing it. But I guess people do that. Or did do that. I don't know. Asoko, meaning that place over there, distant from the two of us. So over there, basically. Ano mado, literally that window over there, distant from the two of us again. Ano mado, that window. Not tokoro, the place of that window. Yeah, basically. Are they hearts over there? I kind of want money. Ano kamome tachi ni mi oboe ga aru daro. So those kamome is like these gulls, right? Tachi, just pluralizing. So those gulls, ni, to or at, mi or boe, I guess obviously to look and to remember, or to look and recall, ga aru. So there exists, maybe to recognize, mi or boe. Yeah, to recognize maybe, mi or boe ga aru. There exists a recognition in those goals, I guess, as in when we look at them, you know, there is a familiarity about those goals, perhaps, is kind of the vibe here, perhaps. And then daro, obviously meaning kind of isn't there, you know. Tabun asoko ni anta no imoto ga toji komerarete ni chigai nai yo. So tabun basically meaning maybe, but in sort of the more likely sense. I think tabun literally means like numerous parts. So basically I think the focus here that I want to focus on is on the fact that the first kanji means like numerous. So it's not saying like full, like all parts possible. It's saying kind of most parts possible. I think is kind of how I understand it. So I think tabun is maybe, but on the more likely side. You know, it's like maybe I'll go, but you're more likely to go than not, kind of thing. But you know, I might be wrong. That's the vibe I get from the kanji used for it anyway. But yeah, tabun. So maybe, basically. And then asoko ni, so at that place. Anta no imoto, your sister. And then tojiru is to close. And then komeru, I guess, is to kind of... Well, komu is to like get into something, so komeru is to put something into something, I guess. So toji komeru would be to close something into something, I guess. Maybe you like toji komeru a criminal. You put a criminal in a cell and you toji komeru them. You close them into something. But this is toji komerarelu, which is the passive. So your sister is being closed into something. And then of course we have toji komerare te iru. So it's kind of present continuous, basically. So your sister is in there being closed into that place, maybe. But then we have ni chigai nai, meaning there does not exist a mistake, or there is, you know, there is no possibility that that is not the case. It is absolutely certain that your sister is in there. But then I don't know why Taboon's there to say maybe. And then yo again, just adding force. We'll skip that. それにしても警戒が厳重だね。それにしても I think it's like, I think this is like それにする. Suru in this case meaning to suppose something to be the case. But we have しても meaning like even if we suppose that. Even if we suppose that is the case, I think. Keikai ga. Keikai is basically vigilance, I guess, or security, basically. It's like, yeah, keikai. It's like, keikai. Let's look it up, man. We'll get some good English definitions, hopefully. Shit. Tapped my phone too much. Vigilance, precaution, watch. There you go. Lookout, alertness. So yeah, just security, I suppose. And then ga, genju. Gen basically meaning kind of strict. And then ju meaning kind of, well, kind of heavy. Or sometimes therefore, I guess ju and omoi, this kanji kind of has a lot of meanings. It means like maybe considerable. Or great, so sort of strict and great. It is strong, you know, security is very strong. It's very great, impenetrable kind of vibe. And then dane, just a declarative plus ne, you know, rhetorically seeking agreement again. Kore ja, jo riku suru mae ni. Mitsukachimaou no ga ochi da ne. Okay, this is good because we have chimao here, which confirms to me that in that previous text box when she said, what did she say? Oh, nachimatteru. She said this place is a dangerous place, ni nachimatteru. That was obviously a conjugation of this chimao. And in this case, I'm fairly sure that this is what I said earlier, where chimao means basically to undesirably do a verb, or to have a verb undesirably done to us, or something. Excuse me. Anyway, so we have kore ja, which I think is like, you know, with this, with things in this state, with things this strict. Kore ja. Jo riku is just literally like, you know, to rise, to ascend continent, or to ascend land, to dock, basically, to board the land is what that means. But usually it would be a noun, but then we've got suru to make it into a verb. And basically, this is something I probably should have said earlier. When you have mae, meaning before we do something, the verb before it pretty much always has to be future tense, even if that thing is in the past. It doesn't apply here because we haven't yet tried to land. But if you have mae ni, meaning, for example, in my case, I could say like before I came to Japan, I would still say Nihon ni kuru mae ni, even though it's in the past. You still use the future tense because I guess it's a relative tense thing. Where because, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, even like in English I would say before I came to Japan, but in Japanese I would say before I come to Japan I worked as a, you know, a teacher or whatever, you know. So yeah, just a thing to bear in mind with mae. The verb before it is kind of always future tense, or non-past, I should probably say. So yeah, here we have at before we kind of board the land. And mitsukaru is to be found. So mitskachimao, we will undesirably be seen, or we will be found undesirably. But then we've got no ga, ochi. So we're kind of nominalizing this act, I guess. So being undesirably found before we board land is ochi, which is, I think, like a serious failure or something. Let me just look this up. Ochi. I just want ochi, guys. Is that really that hard? Oh, slip, omission, outcome, final result, the end. Okay, fine. So yeah, in this case, you know, the end, it's like it's the end will just be us undesirably being found before we dock, I guess, is maybe the vibe. And then dane again, a declarative with a nair at the end. Let's not worry about it too much. I think just a thinking noise. And then do shitara ii kana. So if we do, how, you know, good, I wonder. Or of course, much less literally, you know, how should we act to that's weird, isn't it? Do shitara ii. Like, kind of, what should we do, basically? What's the good thing to do, we wonder? If we do what, will it be fine? If we act how, will things go well? Like, it's kind of the literal, again, a literal meaning. Ah. Okay. Anna abunai toko ni ikunda. Kore gurai shinai to ne. Huh. I'm a bit lost here. I don't know if this is like one whole sentence or if it's like two separate ones. Anna abunai toko ni ikunda. Kore gurai. No. I think it must be two separate ones, but Anna abunai toko ni ikunda. So I guess it's like, what? No, it must be one sentence, man. Anna abunai toko ni ikunda. Kore gurai shinai to ne. Huh. Okay, anyway. To that much of a dangerous place go ikunda. That's annoyed me. I feel like it should be saying, like, kind of, if you're gonna go to that much of a dangerous place, kore gurai shinai to ne. And again, this is a shortening of, you know, if we don't do this, it will not succeed, sort of thing. Kore gurai, approximately this much, or approximately this amount. If we don't do, and then, you know, we won't succeed is being omitted. But basically, this sentence, it means to, you know, we must do this. We must do approximately this much if we're going to go to such a dangerous place. But I feel like this is two sentences, which is odd to me. I don't know. Forget it. Watashi tachi mo itsumo yatteru koto dashi daijoubu datte. Watashi tachi. This is the kanji for tachi, which is the pluralizer. So we also. Itsumo basically just meaning always. Yatteru koto dashi. Kind of we exist always doing this, or actually no, it's not that. It's this is a thing. This is a thing we are always doing. We also are always doing. And then she here, she is basically a non-exhaustive list of reasons. So this is She's only given one reason, of course, but you can put she at the end to sort of say, you know, we're always doing this, and there, you know, there are other reasons also not to worry, but she's only going to give us one and say she, and it kind of means that, you know, we're always doing this, you know, it always goes well, you know, we've got loads of experience doing it. There's all these other reasons to not worry about it, but she's only giving one and then saying she, which, you know, kind of, yeah, as I said, just ends kind of a non-exhaustive list of reasons, in this case, not to worry about something. And then daijobu means it's fine. And then datte. I think this is like daijobu da, which is like it's okay. And then te acting as a quote, kind of meaning like I'm telling you it's okay, or I said it's fine. I told you it's fine, didn't I? Kind of thing. This is something we're always doing. I think that's how it's acting here. Minna, junbi wa ii kai? So everyone. Junbi is preparations basically, and then I just meaning, you know, okay, fine, well, good. You know, are preparations okay? And then what's going on here? Shikujicha nara. Shikujicha naranai kara ne. Shikujicha. Okay, give me a second. Shikuji something. Shikujiru? Oh yeah, shikujiru. To fail, to fall through, to blunder. Okay. And this is shikujicha. Shikujicha. Shikujicha naranai. Okay, so this is kind of... Yeah, this isn't negative. So this is saying, like, if we fail, it's unacceptable. Failing is not an option, basically. And then kara ne. And I guess kara is just kind of, again, kind of insisting that that's the case. Like, failure is not an option. And then ne, just rhetorical stuff again. Hade ni tobasun da yo. So she's telling us... Hade is like kind of fancy, I suppose. Glorious, sort of in a fancy way. Showy, loud, flashy. Yeah. Hade ni just makes it an adverb rather than an adjective. Oh, and then tobasu is to make fly, to launch. Did that get mistranslated in English? Probably not. Probably not. Tobasu. So it's like, you know, launch him gloriously, launch him, you know, well, launch him with style, kind of, perhaps as a weird translation, but that's what the Japanese is saying. Maybe splendidly, launch him splendidly, kind of thing. And then we've got this undayo again, that way of giving a request. San, ni, ich. See you guys. Poor old Linky. Probably the best link out of all of the links, isn't he, actually? He's a bit, I think he is a bit dim. But it's very funny. I like his face. Just as I say it, he pulls a face. Acha! Ken ga anna tokoro ni. Okay, so acha, I guess, just a noise, you know, a reaction. And then ken ga, so sword. Anna tokoro ni, so to, or rather at, maybe, such a place. Gomen, atari dokoro ga warukatta ne. So gomen, just, you know, apologizing twice. Atari dokoro. I guess, sort of literally the place of hitting, the place to hit. And then warui means to be bad. Warukatta is just past tense, so was bad. I guess my aim was off, sort of thing. Atari dokoro. There's no entries for that. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I think that's what it means. Like, yeah, atari dokoro ga warukatta. Maybe it's like the place that you hit was bad. Like, you know, compared to where they were aiming. Maybe. That's just laughing. Zuibun odoroita kao shiteru ne. That's interesting. I think in English, doesn't she say you should have seen your face? But in this case, this is saying you are doing, kind of, a surprised face. A considerably surprised face. Odoroku is to be surprised. This is obviously past tense. Odoroita. Kao, meaning face. And then shiteru, meaning you are doing. So you are pulling a considerably surprised face. Aren't you, basically. So I think this is referring a bit more clearly in the Japanese to our surprise at hearing her voice sort of unexpectedly. Whereas in the English it sounds like she's saying, you know, you should have seen your face when we launched you. So I think that might be, I don't know, it's a version difference on purpose? Or just a mistake in the English translation? I don't know. Anyway, Saki kossori anta ni motaseta. Oh, sono ishi wa tada no ishi janai nda. Okay. Why would she do that? That seems really valuable. Why would she do that? Anyway, so I think all of this information before ishi is modifying ishi. And then she's bringing up ishi, meaning stone, as the topic to make a point about it. So saki meaning a little while ago, kossori meaning secretly or stealthily, anta ni, like kind of to you, and then motaseta is the past causative of motsu. Motsu meaning to possess. So motaseru meaning to cause to possess. Well, she obviously put it on us. She gave it to us, like kind of thing. She made us have it. In again, quite a literal translation. And ta, because it's past tense, she did it in the past. She made us possess it in the past. And with causative verbs, basically ni is one option for your particles. You can use o as well, but ni is the other option. So you'll see ni a lot with causative verbs. And then sono ishi. So that stone that I caused you to possess stealthily a little while ago, it is tada no ishi janai nda. It is a mere stone not. It is not a mere stone, basically. Sono ishi o toshite, I think. Watashi ni wa anta no yatteiru koto ga omitoshi nano sa. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Sono ishi o toshite. So I guess like passing through that stone. Toshite, torsu is to put something through something else. Toshite. Sono ishi o toshite. So she's putting something through the stone. But I don't know what that thing is. Watashi ni wa, like regarding to me, I guess. Anta no yatteiru koto. The things that kind of you are doing, basically. Omitoshi. The things you are doing are perceived, viewed, visible. Mitoshi. Mitoshi is... unobstructed view. Obviously, miru is to look. Tosu. Maybe they pass through the stone to her. All the things he's doing are passed through the stone to her, you know, to her eyes, so she can see. So maybe that's what it's saying. It's like those things are what pass through the stone. She passes those through the stone to herself. I don't know, man. Getting a bit literal, doesn't matter too much. Basically, she can obviously see what we're doing through the stone, is all she's saying. But yeah. Koyatte koe mo tsutaerareru kara. Okay. E ni nattara oshite mi na. So koyatte, doing like in this way, or doing like this sort of thing. Koe mo, or yeah, in this way, like we're doing right now. In this way right now. Koe mo, voice also. Tsutaerareru kara, like can. Tsutaeru is to pass down, I guess. So or to be transferred, I guess. I can transfer my voice also. So, or because I can do that, when A sort of becomes when it becomes to a star, or when it becomes this sort of star shape, oshite mi na, you know, try pressing A. Start botan wo oshite, LR で切り替えるコレクト画面に入れておいたからね。So press the start button, and via L and R, 切り替える, that's sort of basically to alternate between 切り替える. コレクト画面に, so to the collect screen, or the collection screen, as we would say in English, I think, like your quest items and stuff, your quest items screen. 入れておいたからね. I put it into that screen. I entered it into that screen for the future. And then から。スタートボタンを押して LR で切り替えるコレクト画面に入れておいたからね. I don't know why she's saying から really. Because I put it into that screen for the future? I don't know. I don't know why she wants から at the end of that. Don't think it means a lot. でも妹を助けたら返してもらおうからなくすんじゃないよ. Okay. でも meaning but. 妹を助けたら when you've helped, or if you've helped your sister. 返してもらおう. This is good, actually, because this is important grammar to know. 返す is to return something, and that's transitive, so you do need an object to return for 返す. 返る, I think we've discussed this already. 返る is the intransitive. But yeah, don't worry too much about that. So basically she's saying, I will receive your returning that stone. Excuse me. So she'll receive our returning that stone when we're done helping our sister. から so なくすんじゃない. Yeah, なくす is to lose. And then it's just なくすんじゃない. You know, it is not losing. It is not for losing. You know, do not lose it, basically. Is that it? Okay. I guess, do we get more from the spotlights? I want the money. Do I just get chucked straight in prison if they capture me? Oh shit. Better be careful then. Go, go, go. There's money. Mad money. Oh! Shit. Damn, they tempted me. Okay. Never mind. Oh, she's talking to us. Okay. Mo nanishiterundai. So, yeah, just noises, basically. Just frustration. And then nanishiterundai, just, you know, what are you doing with die at the end? Anna keikai genju na toko. Sonna. Okay. Busou. Oh, sorry. Mubobina. Kakko Kakko de aruite tara. The sentence isn't ended. We're going to get more information in the next text box, but for now, basically, in that much of a kind of security strict place, with that much of a sort of no defense equipment. Na kakko. Kakko is like one's form, or maybe like one's clothes kind of thing. Shape, form, posture, appearance, manner. Yeah. De aruite tara. So if, again, this is like aruite I tara, ideally. So if you exist walking in like via that much of a no defense equipment form, kind of in, I guess, in that much of a security strict place, mitsukachimau no atarimae daro. Okay, this no is nominalizing this, so being undesirably discovered is atarimae, which basically means to be obvious. It's like it's obvious that you will get, you know, captured, discovered, if you wander such a dangerous place with absolutely no, you know, no equipment. But yeah, atarimae, I don't know why it is. It's like, it's literally like before hitting upon something. But, you know, I'm getting literal, so you probably don't need to worry about it in this way. Atarimae basically just means obvious. But I wonder if it's like before hitting upon the answer, or before hitting upon the correct... It's just, you know, it just means obvious, never mind. And then daro, meaning, you know, isn't it obvious? Ayu toki wa mawari ni mi o kakushite kureru youna mono ga nai ka yoku sagashite miru n da yo. Okay, God, there's a lot going on here. That's a long old sentence. Where do I start with this? I suppose we can start at the beginning, actually. Ayu toki wa. So, regarding times... well, regarding such times, basically. Regarding such times, mawari ni. Mawari is like basically around you, in the sort of surrounding area. Or surroundings, I suppose, is a good translation. In the surroundings. Mi wo kakushite kureru youna mono ga nai ka. Bloody hell. I think this is kind of modifying mono. Everything's kind of modifying mono here. So, an object that seems, I think, to look as though, to appear as though, is yo. So an object, and obviously we need na to link it, so an object that seems as though it will do us the favour, I guess, of hiding your body, kind of thing. Nai ka. So does there not exist an object that seems as though it will do us the favour of hiding our body in the surroundings? Cut, basically making it a question onto which more information can be acted. Yoku sagashite mirun da yo. So, sort of, you know, try searching carefully. Ka. I suppose we can sort of translate that as just a question in the middle of a sentence. So yeah, try searching carefully. Shit, that doesn't really work, does it? Try searching carefully. Does there not exist an item that seems as though it will do us the favour of hiding our body in the surrounding area? Shit. Yeah, you get the idea, right? But I'm just trying to make it kind of work in English and literal in Japanese. I don't know, man. But yeah, at such times, you know, have a check whether there is an item that will hide you in the surroundings. Well, she's talking to us again, man. What's she want now? Oh, okay, probably because it's doubling up because we're in prison. I don't know. Anta isho soko ni iru tsumori kai? Iru tsumori kai? I don't know. Anta, so you. Isho is basically like, I guess like one life or one's entire lifetime. One's, one's lifespan, basically. Soko ni, like at that place where you are, basically. Iru tsumori, do you kind of, is it the intent of being at that place for your entire life? You know, do you plan to be there forever? Sonna boroi louya yoku sagaseba muri shite toreru gurai no ana ga aitete mo fushigi janai daro. Bloody hell, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Sonna boroi louya. I guess that just must mean like to that much of a boroi, meaning I guess sort of worn down. Yeah, kind of worn down prison, roya. Let's just check boroi. I'm fairly sure I'm right. Yeah, worn out, crumbling. Yoku sagaseba. So sort of if you effectively search such a worn down prison cell. Muri shite toreru gurai no ana ga. So a hole of approximately being able to pass through. I don't know what Murishite's doing. I don't know what Muri's doing really. Murishite toreru gurai no ana ga aitete mo. Murishite toreru gurai no ana ga aite itemo is kind of what's going on. Aitete mo. Fushigi janai daro. Fushigi is like mysterious or like, you know, mystery or wonder. So she's sort of saying it is not, you know, it is not kind of magical. It is not how do you translate that? It is not kind of, it is not sort of unexpected, I guess. It isn't a stretch. It isn't a stretch to think that there would be like a hole opened. You know, it's not like a how do you translate that, man? It's not like a fairy tale. It's not like a, it wouldn't be unrealistic, maybe. You know, it wouldn't be unrealistic for there to be you know, a hole opened in there somewhere. And I guess that's just kind of how you say it. Like people will say like ana ga aiteru, like a hole is opened, a hole exists opened in something. Or, you know, in more natural English, of course, just there is a hole. But that's how you kind of say it in Japanese. Ana ga aku, ana ga aiteru, ana ga aita. A hole opened, a hole is open, and a hole opens. Actually, yeah, that's a point. I didn't even really notice that. Toreru that's the potential form of toru, meaning to be able to like pass through something. So toreru is potential form. So it kind of isn't. It is not unrealistic, I guess, that a hole has opened, a hole or something. I guess with Temo, a hole has, or there is some kind of damage somewhere. You know, is kind of what Temo does, I think. Sort of doesn't limit it to being precisely this case, but there must be something, you know, there must be a hole or a weak point or something somewhere that you can, you know, something of approximately that you can you know, approximately pass through. Moody stare. I don't know what moody stare's doing. Moody. Moody means like impossible. I wonder if it's like maybe implying the upkeep of the cell. Moody stare. Upkeep of the cell is impossible, or maybe like damage to the cell is like unavoidable, so there must be something in there. I don't know, man. There's plenty of that text box. Yeah, that'll have to do. I think I'm just not explaining very well today. Oh damn. All right. Anyway, that'll do. See if I can run around on this table. Just about. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Thanks for watching. Like if you want, don't if you don't. Sub if you want, don't if you don't. Whoops. Thanks to my patrons. Hope it's been worth watching, and I'll catch you next time.